serious.
Hey guys, how you going?
What's going on?
We're here to react to Paramore today.
Yeah,
Yes.
we are.
So, the album is After Laughter.
Liberation.
Yes. Are we keen?
I am keen because I already know the first track.
Lawrence.
It's not my fault. It's one of the songs I already know.
Okay.
I haven't listened to the whole album.
Lawrence messages me all the time and he gets really annoyed that he can't listen to the rest of Paramore until this is done.
So
I was like,
in my defense,
have you been listening to it?
in my defense, my TikTok was obliterated with this song well before we even decided to do these videos.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
It is. Look, it's fine.
All right. Okay. Due to the fact that you already listened to one song and you know like the album covers there, what is the vibe that you get from that?
Do you know what's really funny? I get I have a degree in graphic design, and I may have said this before, but this cover looks fucking sick. It's like right up my alley. I really love the design on it. I'm thinking based on the song Hard Times and based on this cover, I'm thinking this is going to be a funkier album. Probably going to be well away from rock. I don't feel rock in this cover at all. So I'm going to say it's going to be a funky, really colourful album. Probably, I reckon it's going to be like soul, funk, and sort of in a Paramore sandwich.
In a way, I definitely say that you're correct about it being a little bit more funky, a bit more fun.
Yeah, just the album cover and even the name After Laughter is.
It almost gives me, to put it into like digestible way, like perspective, gives me kind of like Carly Rae, but in like rock, if that makes sense.
Now I'm really excited.
Yeah, so it's like her more.
I'm a huge Carly Rae Jepsen. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm going to cut you off. I'm a huge Carly Rae Jepsen fan. I'm sorry. She's really good. Like, she just is.
Basically, it's fun. It's poppy. It's giving a little bit older, maybe a little bit of 80s, like funky kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But it's still like electric, if that makes sense.
I'm down for that.
I knew you would be. The fact that you liked the first song, or you know the first song, please. But
here's what I found.
Sorry. I'm just gonna take off my watch so it doesn't.
Okay, we need to get rid of the robots. If you liking the content, make sure you give us a like and subscribe. If you want to hear anything specific, drop it in the comments. We do have a new series called Fan Reaction Fridays, so we are taking requests now. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, feel free to leave us cool comments and stuff. We do try and respond to them as much as possible. We do love some positive criticism and stuff, so feel free to drop some of that in there, or even some info. That's pretty cool too. We will try and respond.
Awesome. All right, let's kick it off. What's the first song?
Hard Times.
I may have heard this one.
Maybe.
Firebeat. Fair enough. I love like the jungle-esque beat. Good.
It's silly, I love it.
She can't take me anywhere, even online.
No. I can't even leave him at home.
That was really cool.
a really brutal song.
Yeah. But so happy. Oh yeah, a bit of Daft Punk. Very good. That's bloody brilliant, isn't it?
That's a very cool song.
Yeah.
I think I really like that because it is really digs into that 80s style where they just had random sounds that would just be implanted and they're like, ooh, just like.
And
then,
it's really, you know what's really clever too? The fact that they decided that would be the hook.
yeah, it was great. Yeah. I loved it. And then just the individual instruments in the background as well was very much an 80s kind of thing. Like I used to listen to a lot of that 80s stuff when I was a kid. And then there was that typical, I don't know if anyone else had it, but the mix of like the 80s mix was all the 80s hits.
I had SingStar 80s.
I see.
So we would just sing We Built the City by, I forget the name of the band, but we would just spam that song and Material Girl by Madonna. What else was on there? Blondie was on there. I forget the song.
Oh yeah.
Atomic, yeah. Atomic by Blondie was on there.
Girls Just Want to Have Fun?
No.
Oh really?
No.
That should have been on there. What?
Maybe.
If it was an 80s hit.
I'll look it up later. I need to know what was on SingStar.
Yeah.
Look, PS2, it was a fun day.
All right, cool. So we both really loved that one. Maybe we'll go to the next one. It is Rose Colored Boy.
That's just
Ginger?
for context. I think you should probably go to the doctor if you're rose colored. That's the same.
Maybe it's just ginger hair. We don't know.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Oh, that run. Oh.
My body and my pride,
So fun. Yeah, this is like Carly Rae Jepsen vibes all over the place. Except like if the topic was depressing.
Some interesting Carly Rae Jepsen songs.
Walk into a club doing that.
Love it.
So good. What the hell? Yeah. Can I just say, like, I really love the runs.
Yes, very.
Her vocal
very
runs were on point. Like, she was just using them at the best parts, and like, you know, they're very good at contrast. Like, they've always been very good at like, not contrasting sounds, but like knowing when to change tone. Like, they're very good at contrasting tones in order to build emotion. That's what I feel like Paramore is really good at.
Yeah.
At least from what I've heard so far. And in this one, she's using it to like wind you up for the next hook. And it doesn't seem like, okay, yes, I know the low key, no pressure bit is the hook, but like, I just feel like she also uses her run to sort of reel you in as well.
Yeah. Which
was really good. And the music was really good. And the topic was completely left of center, but fine. Yeah, enjoyed it. Say like I definitely feel heavy Carly Rae vibes out of this. It's I'm all around it. I'm all about it.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So I loved it. He loved it.
I'm excited for the next song.
Yeah.
What's
let's do the
next? Fuck.
Maybe I had
So my problem was I didn't get the. Oh yeah, I'll just go here. We
Told You So.
Told You So. Cool.
For all I know, the best is over and the worst is yet to come. Is
Whoa.
it enough
All right.
to keep on hoping when the rest have given up? And
Oh,
I hate to say I told you so. Don't know.
Carly Rae, is that you? Why'd you dye your hair red?
I'm sure some fans will be like, ew, Carly Rae.
To the bar, throw me and pull me out again.
Love that riff.
This is almost like purposely a remix song.
I wanted that to go for another few bars.
Really?
Yeah, that end bit. They cut it just a bit too short.
I liked
That was a good
it,
song.
but I liked it, but it's interesting though because it is obviously a very repetitive song. But I was almost done purposely so. Like, I know I still think it's cool. It's just a very like you can tell that it is purposely made in such a way that even though they are being a bit repetitive, that it's not in necessarily bad way. If that makes any sense.
I don't think repetitiveness is necessarily bad at all.
Normally I hate it. I think they've just set up the song that it kind of works.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it worked for me.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the next song is Forgiveness.
Track 4.
You hurt me bad this time, no coming back. And I cried till I couldn't cry. Another heart attack, haven't even begun. If it's all up to us, we might as well give up. And you want forgiveness. I can't give you
Really love how they've got this like weird chaotic stuff in the verse, and it just sort of interpolates into this really nice rhythm, clean rhythm to the chorus.
Yeah.
It's twisted. Forgiving is not forgetting.
Wow. Hang on, give my peanut brain just a moment. Can you go first? My brain's like still
Sure.
passing.
I really like this song. I love the tempo of this song. I also really like the in the background singing that she's doing. It's not obviously like super low. You can definitely hear it. It's like relatively crisp, but she's obviously got the layered singing or whatever. But that background, those background notes is almost like her thoughts rather than it being like something she's saying out loud, kind of like the way she's singing it. And I kind of really love that layering that's happening with like the context of the song, I guess. She's obviously been quite forward with the notes that are high and that are like at the forefront of it as well. But there's a little bit more going on, and I really love it. I love the sound, the tune, her runs. Like, yeah, it's a really beautiful song.
You know what I think? You know, I will jam out to Hard Times and Rose Colored Boy like all the time. I'm gonna jam out to those songs a lot. And like I really appreciate great production. I think having great production is a hallmark of like it's like a mix of things, like, you know, having a good ear, but then also having great ideas, and also having a producer that can sort of push you in the right direction, having all those things put together. I was really impressed with production on that song. Like,
Mm.
I was a little bit worried at the start because it was a bit chaotic, and I was like, I hope that it's not chaotic for the sake. You know, sometimes songs are artsy just for the sake of being artsy, but what they were doing, and it was great. Like, she was singing about something that was quite, you know, chaotic, and the music was like being a bit chaotic. And then when she had this really nice solid train of thought, the music, and it happened gradually. It wasn't just like a sharp cut. I noticed that it wasn't like going from one. It wasn't like you had 8 bars of this chaos and then 8 bars of just solid beat. It was like, as the beat was going, it was coming closer together, and then it would go to this sort of natural beat, and then it would go back to this freaking craziness, and then it would go back to, and but it was like going like this. It was go woo, 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 and then at the end it sort of just strung out like that, and then she started doing the harmonies and stuff, and I was gone. I was lost in it. It was so good. That is probably my favorite so far. It's
There we
a
go.
really good song.
All right. Well, we'll go to the next song then. Fake Happy.
Fake happy. Okay. Or is it fake happy?
I love making you believe
Hmm.
what you get is what you see. But I'm so fake happy. I feel so fake happy. And I bet everybody here is just as insincere. We're all so fake happy. And I know fake happy.
Somehow I knew this would be that.
Doing a good job of making them
All right.
make me play pretend. Oh no. Oh, what's the use? Oh, please. I bet everybody here is fake happy too.
Fair enough.
Oh, please, just don't ask me how I've been. Don't make me play pretend. Oh no. Oh, what's the use? Oh, please. I bet everybody here is fake happy too. Oh, please, I bet everybody here is fake happy too.
Yeah, another great one. Yeah, wow. Like, so far we've had not a single miss for me.
Yeah, I thought you would really like this album. It is very much a bop.
How did you know?
Probably
How do you know my taste?
lived with you for ages now.
It's almost like you listen to the music I listen to all the time and go,
Oh my god.
he's got a taste of music. He likes the happy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But in this
This is
case, it's
great.
fake happy stuff.
That's great because it's good in between.
Wahoo! Wahoo!
I was like, Mario?
Wahoo! Wahoo!
Yeah, this song's very cool. I do love the way that it's laid out and the little in between as well. With the note change as well, like where they go in between the verses as well. So yes.
I thought we were going to get like a really like slow, morose sort of carnival style like slow song at first.
No.
And I was like getting ready for it. I was like, all right, the Hailey Bell, let's go. And then just the sitting with the tin here, I was like,
This is different.
excuse me. Well, fair enough. It like fits into the theme of the album,
Exactly. Next song is 26.
I suppose. Not 22.
No, Laura.
Wow,
Mm.
pretty deep. Yeah, I like that one. I just like I feel like that was metaphorical about like a situation. Like I feel like she's using the talk of, you know, death and like
Mm.
not dwelling on like incoming death as a metaphor for something specific. Like
Yeah.
even like 26, like it feels like she's talking about like maybe a specific time in her life where she's felt um maybe that she's like on a train track that she can't get off,
Yeah.
and it's like inevitably heading towards something, but like she's got this like little, I suppose, this little kernel of hope that's like keeping her from, I suppose, losing all of herself.
Yeah.
That's sort of the feeling I got from that one.
Yeah. That's essentially what it was kind of is. It's like reality will break your heart. Survival will not be the hardest part. It's keeping all the hopes, all your hopes alive. So yeah, it's just a really hard time in her life. Just
Yeah,
having
felt it. Yeah.
and then like, you've tied me up, but like I keep myself near the window. I do really like the lyrics in this. It's definitely a little bit more deep in terms of the underlayering of like the message of the song.
Mm.
And then I really like the acoustic on this as well. Like there's some clarinets, some violins by the sounds of it as well. Very beautifully.
Yeah, no, it was a good song.
Mm.
That one.
Cool. Well, the next song is Pool.
Well, before we go to the next song, did you want to do?
Oh yeah, it is mid now, isn't it? So mid album review.
It's not as fun as me trying to ski with my claps. You got to come up with you got to come up with a bit. I think you can't, think about it for next one. I think you got to come up with a bit, because my bit is obviously mid album review. That's my bit.
You're just gonna scream it in your ear. Then you won't hear the rest of the song.
We just go.
And just be like real creepy about it.
You just slap me in the face. Mid. And then you just punch me. Album review.
It's like, it's not abuse. It's my bit.
It's not abuse. It's mid album review.
Jesus. All right, what do we think? What's our overall idea of the first half of the album?
Yeah. I actually am liking this way more than Riot. A lot more than the last one as well, which definitely didn't impact me enough because I can't even remember the name of it. Brand New Eyes. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, no, liking everything. The singing, the writing, the production's bloody on point. Their use of like structure and like tension building is just top notch. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe Paramore fans can tell me, but like I don't know how this album like led to a breakup. To be honest with you, it's just really good so far.
Well, I suppose, yeah, she's definitely got some songs in here that are definitely about forgiveness and like having a really difficult time. So I think it's telling a bit of that story, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I obviously really like the song. It's very funky, very different. There's a lot of exploration that's gone into like the style of music. Very 80s.
Yeah.
They've definitely had some good production as well. Like the timing on everything is fantastic.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah. Cool.
Press on. I want to hear more.
Yes. Like wanting to hear
I want to hear the rest.
All right. So Pool.
Track 7. Yeah, boy.
Further out to see what else was left of us. Never
90s.
There's a song that this is reminding me of.
Yeah.
I keep losing it. I'm like trying to concentrate every time the chorus comes on because the chorus reminds me of something very specific. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that one.
That's a pretty cool song.
Chorus reminds me of a song.
It's giving me 90s, and it's giving me 90s because there is another song that I'm thinking of. But I can't place my finger on it.
Yeah, neither can I.
Do you remember that song that was made by those 3 kids? The
Oh,
brothers.
Hanson.
Yeah, was it them?
Mbop.
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 Was it them, or is it am I thinking of?
Yeah, that's Hanson.
No, the song that I'm thinking
Oh,
of. As
Mbop.
in, yeah,
Mbop.
I need to listen to it.
Clarify my mbopness.
It's definitely giving me like the tempo
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
and the style.
Anyway, it'll come to me. I
We'll come up with it.
suppose after the video is done. I don't know.
It's definitely 90s era.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there.
Grudges.
Track 8.
Strange how we found ourselves exactly where we left off. I know you're shaking my hand like it is the first time. Are we alright? Are you recounting all my faults? And are you racking your brain just to find them all? 'Cause it's time. Well, we just pick up and start again. 'Cause we can't keep holding on to grudges. If you wanna call me out, come over, come on. We'll laugh till we cry like we did when we were kids. We can't keep holding on to grudges. Leave it all change. Leave it all change. Leave it all change. Leave it all change.
Probably my first shrug.
Yeah, this is maybe not my favorite song for this one. It's not a bad song, but it's not my favorite.
I will say I really loved the. I really loved the bridge actually.
Yeah, no.
I think the
that's
bridge was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Just like the instruments were really good. Like that was compelling, but it just I don't know. It just didn't suck me in.
No, that's fair. I kind of felt the same. It's not a like bad song. It's
It's
just
not bad. It's just like kind of like shrug.
Yeah.
Sort of
Yeah,
deal.
pretty much. That's how I felt as well.
Yeah. That's all right. Well, look, there's not many albums. Okay, I'm again like I usually listen to albums when I'm listening to artists, and there's not many albums I can say off the top of my head that are, I would say, 10 out of 10 albums. And the way I kind of rate that is by like how many songs are hits or misses on the album. That's probably the easiest way to do it.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel as well.
And like I know off the top of my head, I could probably name only 2 that I would say I've listened all the way through, and I think every single track is a banger. So
Yeah, like there's more songs than not that are really good.
oh yeah, this album's quality so far. So
Yeah, which is hard to do as well.
yeah, very hard.
All right. So next one is Caught in the Middle.
Caught in the middle with you.
I feel it's like it should have been in the middle of the album,
Ha.
but
I can think of getting old. It only makes me want to die.
Fair enough.
fair enough.
And I can't think of who I was. 'Cause I can't see the forest for the trees behind the lids of my own eyes.
I like that.
Nostalgia's cruel, but it won't
so cool.
I don't need no help. I can sabotage me by myself. I don't need no one else. I can sabotage me by myself.
Oh,
I don't need no help. I can sabotage
that's
me
bad.
by myself. Don't need
True there.
I can sabotage me by myself. I don't need no help. I can sabotage me
Hey,
by myself.
please don't fuck with me. I can do it myself.
Well, dude, already shit enough.
Stop myself on the bed. Ouch.
And I'm just a little bit caught in the middle. I try to keep going, but it's
I'm a little bit conflicted with that one because I really love the verses. I really love the driving sort of bass hook. Like, I love a lot of elements of that song. The chorus, though, doesn't quite fit. It just doesn't feel like it belongs in that
I'm a
song.
little bit caught in the middle.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it belongs in the song at all. It feels like they had this really great sort of bass hook, and then sort of copied and pasted something else over the top of the chorus that doesn't really make a lot of sense. But the song's still good.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like that's one I have to listen to a few times because I just feel that maybe with headphones that will probably make more sense.
Maybe. For me, this kind of fits with the rest of the album, only because
Oh, it definitely fits with the rest of the album. I mean, like I feel like the chorus itself.
yeah, well, I did kind of like this song. The reason I wasn't put off by the chorus sounding the way it did, I think, is because, to be honest, it kind of sounded like it was supposed to be like that. Like it was supposed to be like, it sounded like the song sounded like it was just supposed to be a little bit out of place.
Maybe I'll listen to it a few more times. I think. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
I didn't dislike that. I feel like I need to let that.
Yeah.
I need to let myself get used to that song. I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That's
absolutely.
one of those. I think that's like a grower.
There probably is.
Possibly.
There's other songs that I've come across which are similar to this kind of structuring and this style, and it is supposed to be a little bit unker. Does that make any sense? Like the song's not supposed to be like your standard.
Stub my toe on the bed. I spilled some coffee on my head.
That's the new song, yeah?
Yeah. Replace the chorus with that.
Jesus Christ.
Call me Haley. Let's do something. All right.
All right. So the next song is "Idol Worship."
standing here like I'm supposed to say something. Don't hold your breath. I never said I'd save you, honey, and I don't want your money. If I was you, I'd run from me or rip me open. You'll see you're not the only one who's hopeless. Be sure to put your me. I'm not your superhuman, and if that's what you want, I hate to let you down. I got your hopes up, now I got you hoping that I'm gonna be the one to let you down. But we can let the light illuminate these hopeless places.
Like these really sarcastic loud.
Yeah, that's what I get from as well.
Hey, baby, I'm not your superhuman.
Like it then?
I like the loud.
You like the long? Long.
Get Daria vibes from those loud.
Yes. Yeah.
If you know, you know. You like the reincarnation of Daria.
It's bad because you're not the only person to have said that.
Stating facts. Can I make like one complaint?
Yes.
Why do they keep cutting these songs too short? I feel like they just like need to let them breathe a little bit. It's almost like they played on and then played on for a minute, and then the producer's like, "Ah, no, you see, all of these songs need to be less than 3 minutes 30.
I
So
feel
you need
like
to
this
just
is.
cut it."
I feel like this is pretty common for Paramore though.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the time they'll sing the song and then right at the end there'll be this just
Abrupt
immediate
end.
cut. And that's just the style.
It's
that
their
they
style. I just think their style's wrong. Yeah, I just think it's better to like sometimes let the song breathe a little bit and just keep playing.
Sometimes there will be a little bit of like acoustic afterwards or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess a man can only dream, right?
He's
Whatever.
like, give me more of the song.
Give me more of the music. Like, I just feel like sometimes you need a little breakdown at the end just to make it work. But yeah, no, love that song. Yeah, good fun. La La's were on point.
Literally.
If you know me, I like my oohs, my ahs, and my las. So.
He loves that shit. And
Love that
then he in the middle of the song, he like leans over and just clicks like the like button. I was like, did you like it? Did you?
The las. Freaking las.
It's just very sarcastic, like the las were. I love
Daria level sarcasm.
it. All right. So next song is No Friend. Yeah, I think this song is maybe more of an inner one. You do have to have it a little bit louder.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be like definitely a AirPods Max listen.
Yeah. Gosh, knows Haley.
She's on the drum? Sick.
Yeah. Well, Zach is on drums, but she's on the percussion side of things. That's it. Pop backs and stuff. In a monologue.
Yeah. It's actually really cool, to be honest. I'm definitely going to listen to that a few times, I think, because like that sounded really cool.
Yeah.
That sounded like, really cool. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't like, and I didn't even feel like it was repetitive in terms of like,
No.
like I felt like there was just that slow build of the music, and it felt really intense. Like you said, it was like an inner monologue, and like I was struggling. Like we've got the lyrics up, which is really great, so I can sort of read along and like put two and two together. But yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to that a few more times.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's a very different style. So definitely listen to that one, like as an inner ear thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely gonna do that.
But the music alone by itself is like
The music was phenomenally good.
Yeah.
No, really good.
Yeah.
To be honest, doesn't really fit the theme of the album, but fine with me.
Again, very good at kind of doing artistic stuff as well. Like Paramore's pretty known for just the occasional
Artsy shit.
purpose though.
Yeah.
All right. So the next song is "Tell Me How."
It's the last song.
Yes.
At the end.
Yes.
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 Ending on a ballad?
You'll just have to wait and see.
What does that mean?
It's a reaction.
I can't call you a stranger, but I can't call you. Oh, let me know. Do I suffocate or let go? Think I'm tired of getting over it. doing something new again. I'm getting sick of the beginnings. Tell me how you feel about you now. Oh, let me know. We'll suffocate or let go. You don't have to tell me, I can still
What a way to finish the bloody album.
Mm.
Wow. Yeah, no, that was really, really good. It took me like 8 bars to work out that I like that song. Yeah, no. Really great percussion. Like the one thing I have to say, like before we get into the full album review, I really enjoyed the really consistent percussion sound.
Yeah.
Like it sounded like they were using, I don't know what they're called, but it's like those blocks that you hit, and it just makes that like woody sort of hollow sound. I don't know what they call. I don't know anything about instruments. I just know that it sounds very like consistent, which is really good. But yeah, really great way to finish the album off. Really good lyrics, really good singing, really good bloody everything. What do you want me to say?
No, it's good.
Yeah.
No, I really like that song. I do really like how they finished that song off, actually.
Yeah, I agree too. See, because you know why? You know why? I'm going to be a little smart ass.
Yeah.
The reason you liked it is because they let it breathe for 20 seconds and they let it play out. And I'm telling you, it adds value to the song.
I mean, I like the effect that they used.
You wouldn't have got that effect if they'd ended it abruptly.
It was really beautifully made. I really loved ultimately the whole layout of this song, like the way that they had versed everything, the instruments, all very nice. Like her tone she used through it, really beautiful. But I have to say, the can we do album review now, or you want to hold off?
Time for album review.
Yeah, so we'll do a bit of an album review as well. I think I really loved for them this theme that they've gone with, which is
Yeah, the theme was bloody solid.
Yeah.
really, really solid. It's
yeah,
not a concept record, but like
yeah,
one thing I noticed is that they had a sonic theme. Like
Yeah.
so, like there was no like maybe there was lyrical themes to it, but it wasn't like they were telling a story. It wasn't like they were like in a certain specific situation that
mm,
the music was about. But the music sounded like it was from the same place. Like I felt like I was in a place and we were just going, and like it's really funny, like now looking at the album cover after hearing it, like I almost feel like I'm seeing the instruments on the cover. Like it sounded very like hard to explain, but like the sounds that they used in the percussion were all very hollow and metally sounding. But they kept that theme throughout the whole album, and they used a lot of like really great rhythm with really great interpolation and really great like once again just using tension building and like releasing and then tension building and releasing and then just being really clever with you know when to use vocal edits and when to use like emphasis with your vocals and all of it. I'll leave my controversial opinion to the end, but you go.
Yeah, I loved this theme or idea that they've gone with for this album. It's really, really good for them. It's worked really well for them. They've used it in a really smart way. Some people who would maybe go with this kind of thing would maybe take it a little too far or just go a little bit too much into it, but they've just enough. Like they've used it perfectly, and a lot of it was mostly to do with just the instruments they were actually using and then the way that they were using them rather than like the actual, obviously, yeah, like the theme of the music or whatever. It was just that. And then they obviously had some vocal edits, and some of them were a little bit 80s in a way, just the way, like the placement and all that kind of stuff. But other ones were a bit more modern, and just with everything combined, it just sounded amazing. Like it just fitted so well, and I loved the contrast of that, like not so happy lyrics with the ridiculously happy song.
Yeah.
It was a really good contrast, and
Well, it's in the bloody name.
yes, yeah.
After laughter, it all
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, so they did an excellent job on this. It's
Mm.
amazing as usual. The vocal runs are amazing. The emphasis from the instruments for the vocals is really great. The placement, the timing is always amazing. So they've done amazing again on this, the way they've gone about doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My controversial opinion is I think that's better than Riot.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry,
Nice.
I just do. Yeah, no, that's a new favorite of mine. I really, 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 really enjoyed that album.
Yeah. I thought you would. It's a very like poppy kind of style.
Hey.
Well, it's what you like.
Oh, so do you, apparently.
I definitely like that 80s style. So that's why I really like it. I've always really liked an 80s kind of style. It's just always very fun, but always very like quality forward.
Yeah, it's quality, yeah.
So that's why I really like that kind of style. Modern day pop isn't always it's about making mass produced music a lot of the time, which is a bit of a shame because there can be some amazing stuff that is made. But that's why I really like 80s stuff to maybe now comparatively.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I enjoyed that. But next week we're back to T Swizzle, the best rapper in the world. Eat your heart out, Eminem.
Eminem gave her props.
Yeah, but T Swizzle. Anyway, so we did have a brief chat about what's album to listen to next, but I'm going to override you.
Oh.
I'm going to override you. I'm going to ignore what you want.
Okay.
You're not going to get what you want. I'm going to go with.
Rude.
I'm going to go with her follow-up to Fearless. I think listening to another country album will be good for you, give you some perspective. So I reckon we're going to go with Speak Now. So it's the follow-up to Fearless. It's like, so this is the album that came before Red, and it's the album that came after Fearless. So it's like, in a lot of ways, it's a really interesting blend of the two styles.
Okay.
It's still country. It is still very heavily country.
Is it more country than the last one?
No, it's less country than Fearless, I would say. It's more country than Red, but it's less country than Fearless. It is literally a transition album between the two, I would say. And I want to hit this album because we literally have, after this, we only have, we've got one more poppy album, which is Lover, which I sort of described as like a lyrically richer version of 1989.
Okay.
Much more lyrically driven than 1989 was, and I think like even in the poppier songs, much more lyrically driven. And then we're at Midnight, so we're like nearing the end of the journey. So
okay.
I thought we might as well get this one over with before we dive into that stuff.
Fine.
You guys will have to tune in next week to see that one.
You can feel my amazing actions.
They are the best. That's what we're all here for. Yay! Anyway, if you want to see that, like it, subscribe it, comment it. Join us next week.
Yes.
If you want to see these uncut in their entirety without my crazy psychotic cuts, join the Patreon. It's $1 a month to see these uncut, and you get it all a week early, which is great.
You also get to see him just being.
There are
psychotic in
some
general.
stuff I cut out, okay, for YouTube because look, you know, I don't know what's going to get me cancelled, but you know,
Jesus.
it'll be something, and it will be on YouTube. So I cut all that out, and then I put it on the Patreon. So if you want to see that, just go there. But thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
See ya.